Wacky Wednesday.
Sometimes kids' toys are not exactly thought through properly, and some parents find it hard to believe how half of them even made it onto shelves. From a racist monkey doll, a Barbie that really squirts, to a working mother that shares her wisdom with every punch to the stomach, we take a look at 20 of the most disturbing children's toys ever made. Number 20. Little Monkey Doll. Who wouldn't want to buy a black doll named Little Monkey for their own little girl? What better way to reinforce the idea that people of colour are different than by giving a child a toy that plays upon the also known stereotype? Of course, Costco, the store that first sold the Little Monkey, did not realise that these dolls were racist until it began to receive complaints from customers. They have since removed the dolls from the shelves and issued an apology. This is the first of many children's toys that people, parents especially, over the years found quite disturbing. Number 19. Two-Finger Squirter. Pulling the trigger on this two-finger squirter toy, you guessed it, squirts out water from the tips of the fingers. And obviously this is a toy for kids, but mothers from around the world for some reason did not like the toy, suggesting it was somewhat sexual, and did not want their own kids playing with it because it reminded them of something else. Although until today, people still aren't quite sure just what they meant by it. Number 18. Zombie Barbie. For fans of Walking of the Dead, this Barbie would be perfect. With the doll having blood dripping from its mouth, you can scare your precious daughter after death. Nightmares will be a regular occurrence. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Parents, mothers especially, from all across America were saddened to see that this might have gone into production. Luckily, only a few were ever made. Still, a disturbing children's toy nonetheless. Number 17. Poopy Time Fun Shapes. While some toys on this list are sick mistakes, the Poopy Time Fun Shapes kit borders on something much more sinister. If having a poo wasn't fun enough, some intelligent freak thought of making it much more magical, and thought kids would go crazy with joy if their poo came out in shapes, including stars and hearts. The idea is just before your offspring goes for a number 2, you bend them over and insert a piece of plastic into their happy area. If you are still not convinced, the blurb on the box reads, "Make bathroom time fun again with the original Safe-Glide adapter and Poopy Time shapes." What will your kids poop out next? Number 16. Vinny the Stallion Plush Toy. Meet Vinny the Stallion plush toy. This guy is always excited to see you and or your child. What else is there to say? It's a horse plush toy that has a large erect penis. And this is one toy grandparents probably didn't get their grandchildren come Christmas time. Number 15. Japanese Crying Doll. A Japanese toy maker is set to cause a stir after creating a doll that cries after it has been injected. Water tears pour from the baby's eyes when she is given a needle in the arm. The bizarre doll is the latest offering from toy manufacturer Tommy and was demonstrated at a toy exhibition in Tokyo. The new baby doll cries after it gets an injection, so if inflicting make-believe pain onto a doll is your thing, then pick up one of these today. Number 14. The Kenner Daddy Saddle. Obviously, most fathers will do anything for their child, but the Daddy Saddle was taking that to a whole new level. Apparently, a lot of people actually bought these to have fun with their kids. And by the look of the box, we can tell that this is a slightly older toy, and this thing was totally the norm and quite innocent back when it was made. Although these days, for some reason, people of the internet find it disturbing because they think it's sexual in some way. Another kid's toy that parents might be reading a bit too much into. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a saddle. But unfortunately, it's regarded as one of the most disturbing toys online. Number 13. Pole Dancer Doll. If you've already named your daughter Brittany, then why not go ahead and strengthen her future as a stripper and get her a pole dancer doll to teach her the ropes? She'll never forget or forgive you for it. The box implying your daughter is never too young to start pole dancing. Of course, parents thought this was disturbing, arguing that this type of toy should have a restriction of at least 13 years of age. But this thing apparently sold like crazy, so you can probably expect some strong competition when it comes to pole dancing in the near future. Number 12. Super AIDS. Apparently this was designed to be a team of White House aides that fought crime, but unfortunately the disease AIDS was named as soon as they were released. Also, the name Positive Peter is not the best either. They really should have spent at least another minute thinking of a better name. Giving the words Super AIDS to a toy that was released just as the AIDS disease began being transferred to humans in West Central Africa did not look good. Number 11. Barbie really squirts. Some people would argue that most women don't even have this feature, but for some reason this Barbie doll does. It comes with a 1 foot long water slide and pet puppy dog that'll have your daughter presumably occupied for hours on end. Although upon release, mothers saw the box it came in and found it disturbing to say the least, and then complained. Whether or not this toy is still for sale to this day is unknown. For most kids, they won't understand this one on the list, but for the people that do, were these parents just reading too much into it, or did they have a point? Number 10. Rad repeating Tarzan. From Walt Disney's animated Tarzan, this became an instant collectible action figure in the summer of 1999, when he was recalled from toy shelves. This Tarzan was removed from toy stores due to the fact that his arm and hand was positioned towards his groin area. So when you press the "try me" button, he raised his hand up and down, as if he was masturbating, and at the same time bellowing out a jungle call. Once again, parents of course found this disturbing, hence the product being removed from the shelves. Number 9. Princess Unicorn Barbie. It's the doll you never knew you wanted or knew existed. The Princess Unicorn Barbie. Little girls everywhere will be impaling their other dolls in no time. What else can you really say about this one? Maybe the creators of this particular Barbie were smoking something they shouldn't have been the day they came up with this, confusing the doll's characteristics with a damn unicorn. Number 8. Meat Grinder Miss Piggy. What's better than a Miss Piggy plush toy? Of course, a Miss Piggy and a meat grinder plush toy. People were disturbed when they learned that the oh-so-famous Miss Piggy character from the Muppet Show was available in a meat grinder edition. Now your kids can play with this half-naked, half-dead Miss Piggy plush toy until mum calls out, "Dinner's ready." Number 7. Evil Stick Wand. A mother in Dayton, Ohio was shocked months ago when she purchased a toy wand for her child at a dollar store, only to find that under the picture of a unicorn was a picture of a child slicing her arm open. In all fairness, the store did call the product an evil stick, though the pink lettering, fairies, swirls and snowflakes on the packaging ensured it would catch the eye of toddlers. The fact that this wand emits a cackling laugh when activated is probably permissible. The horrific hidden image, less so. Number 6. Fat Barbie. This Fat Barbie was created as an ad for the Active Life movement that used iconic children's toys to get their tagline out to parents to keep obesity away from your child. But you can't help imagine just how people would have reacted if this obese Barbie had actually gone into production. Various people even complained about the one-off, voicing their opinion on Facebook, saying that her double triple cheeseburger burger chin was over the top and that it was just promoting obesity. Number 5. Doggy Doo Kids Toy. The object of this game is to feed and walk your little pup. But when he makes a mess, you have to clean it up, just like a real dog. Except this one is plastic. Apparently you have to use your fingers to push the treat deep inside the dog's mouth. Then you have to push his bone into his own mouth until you cannot push any further. Then you leave the bone in the dog's mouth while playing. The game ends when the player has collected 3 pieces of the dog's mess, doo-doo, with the shovel that comes with it. Number 4. Lookalike doll. Little Island is a Japanese company that has made it possible for you to get a doll with your own face on it and speak to you in your own voice as well. Just in case your kids have an interest in themselves more than anything else, grab them one of these dolls and they'll have fun for hours playing with themselves. Some parents thought they were a little bit too disturbing because just how similar they looked to their own child, which ultimately led to a whole bunch of comparison photos that you can now find on the internet. Number 3. Ebola plush toy. With the Ebola outbreak dominating the international news, parents and caregivers alike will be confronted with the necessity of explaining the deadly disease to children. One Connecticut company in America was already poised to help this process, and it has seen a dramatic spike in sales as a result. Before long, the company's offerings expanded to a number of different viruses and diseases, and the audience expanded with it. While the company declined to give specific sales figures for the Ebola plush toy, they did say they're selling like hotcakes, and they were out of stock again. Number 2. 6-finger toy. People of the internet are now pointing out that this thing totally looks like a penis, which of course it does. But besides clearly looking like something your mum would hide in her bedside table, the 6-finger fulfills every child's dream of having a strange birth defect. Mothers from around the world were astonished when they realized just what their kids were playing with: a penis-shaped toy gun, including a line on the packaging that reads, "Shoots secret bullets." Number 1. The Working Mother Doll. The 12-inch Turling doll is a sophisticated and patriotic American and model working mother. After hours of working hard, gathering cats and waitressing at the nearest Bowl-orama, she finds time to spend with her kids. With 17 children and 2 more on the way, she recently won Mother of the Year award from the Sandy Shore Trailer Park Homeowners Association. She's got a bun in the oven and she's ready to hit the town. Just push her belly button and trash-talking Turleen will share some pearls of wisdom with the sophistication and style that would even make President Obama proud. Apparently parents did not want their children playing with this doll, saying it was one of the most disturbing children's toys ever made.